And the reason why I never say it made sense to me, is simply because.
Let's have a good. Nah, the hand sanitizer would kill all the germs on my hands, and they're my only friend. Hand sanitizer.
The reason why it never made sense to me, man, is because I just never understood. I just never understood. I don't know. I'm gonna be like this. To me, that is the same as being like, I don't see color. Oh, really? You're colorblind? Even if you're colorblind, you still see the fact that I'm naturally darker than you. What the fuck you mean by you don't see color? And I know what they mean. I know what they mean when they say that shit, you know. I don't judge people based off color. Well, then say that. Alright? Say that. It's like I feel the same way with pansexuals. No. If you see a 10 out of 10 person, you know they're hot.
It's a magic. Go, gadget. I forget.
Alright. It's just that when they start talking, they drop from a 10 to a 5 or a 4. Just be like, just be honest. Alright? Just be honest. Alright? Now, granted, stepping back. Alright? As I was saying, I don't have a problem with young being non-binary or pansexual. Your interpersonalities, that's dope. That's great. You know what? You probably have healthier, better relationships than me, who is looking at it from a beauty standard. Because this is what I'm about to say, something fucking crazy. I've always believed that you can build someone's personality up. People shape and mold themselves to be around people all the fucking time. Because I've always believed that, right? What hit me out of nowhere, right, is the whole, how do I say this, right, it was, okay, so, Gum was like, you know, I might, you know, get a surgery to make my voice lighter. Slightly more feminine, shit like that, right? Yeah, you might start wearing nail polish, which I don't fucking care about nail polish. And you might wear skirts and frilly dresses. I was like, that's fine, that's cool and all. So let me give you some context, right? Let me just rewind this. The first video I saw of Gum was his more recent, like, you know, when I was like, man, what has Gum been up to? So I went to his channel. I clicked on his first video, which, his first update, right? And in there, he was like, I still want a gender surgery. And I paused immediately. I was like, what the fuck? What all did I miss? So this made me go back Right? It's the entire time I was watching all this, I was like, nigga, where did this come from? Where did this whole gender identity crisis pop up at, right? Because I've been watching this nigga for about 6 to 5 years. And I've never noticed him show feminine qualities or traits. Right. And at one point, I was like, did he have a psychic or mental breakdown? And one of the shit he saw was him happier as a woman, and that's what caused this shit? Then I got to that second to last video. Alright. That 50-minute one. That's fucking hour-long video. And he was like, you've been watching me, since 2008, 2007 when I first started. You know, I've said in the past. But I used to like to pretend to be a girl and shit online. And right there, it all clicked for me, right? So let me just take 10 steps back. Because that's what my real problem was. I was trying to figure out where did this come from? How did you come to this conclusion? So, for those of you who don't know, I identify myself as male. So that's why whenever I can make a character, I make a male character. A little side note, I also identify myself as black. Because I am fucking black. So that's why whenever I make a character, I make that nigga black. Alright. So, I've never understood the whole dudes making female characters and shit just to look at. It's like, because to me it's always been like, this. Let's say a Sword Art Online situation happens. We all get sucked into the game as our avatars that we made. You really want to be the chick you made? You want to handle that pressure? You know what I'm saying? This is no diss to females, right? No diss. But I'm asking you, as a dude who's been going through life as a dude, if you were put in a situation where you were all of a sudden a woman in a lawless land, would you be able to handle that pressure? Alright? That's how I looked at it. So that's why I've always made a male character to represent me, myself, in the game. That if something was to happen, I magically slipped up into the game, I'm gonna be straight. You know? So when he was talking about how he used to go to chat rooms and pretend to be a girl and on like online games and shit, he would make like a female avatar. I was like, oh, alright. Alright, okay, so that's where it came from. He talked about when he was younger, he used to wear dresses and shit. And I was like, dope. Alright, so that's where that came from. And immediately, it was like a white, I was like, oh, alright. It's not because you had a psychic or mental breakdown. Or, another thing I thought of, which is, because of, the situation, I was like, man, has life kicked you so much that you wouldn't become a chick and hope that it's just easier on you? Alright? Because again, I was just trying to figure out where did this come from. But now that I know, I'm like, alright, makes sense. No problem. Whatsoever with it, There's just one thing. right? There's one thing for me, which, you know, it's like my clutch for all non-binaries. If you're non-binary, why the fuck does it matter if you're male or female by nature? You know? Well, what does it matter? You're non-binary, so why are you trying to change yourself physically? You know? That's always been something that I've been curious about. Alright. Now, granted, a little side note, a lot of non-binary people actually end up being transgender. Alright. And they use non-binary as a transition phase. Right? And if that's the case, just admit that you're fucking transgender. Just admit that you feel like you're a woman stuck in a man's body. Alright? That to me is a lot more acceptable than being like, yeah, I don't agree with any genders, you know, I'm just me. You know, I'm non-binary, but I'm gonna go get these breast implants and this hair extension and put on this dress to look feminine, but I'm non-binary, right? You know, that's always been weird to me. Alright. And I say all this to just really to get to this. Alright. I still support Dom 100%. And whatever the fuck he decides to do in his life. Alright. Whether it's become a 100% woman, just stay a non-binary dude. You know? It doesn't really matter to me. It's like, you know what it is? You know what it is? To me, non-binary people who like dress the opposite of what their orientation is. I mean gender orientation, right? So let's say you're born a dude, right? But you're non-binary, so you wear dresses and shit. You're really not non-binary to me. Alright? You're not. Alright? Because if you were really non-binary, you wouldn't give a fuck what you wore. You just wouldn't. It's like asexual people. People who claim they're asexual. Let me just pause. That goes both ways, right? If you're a chick and you feel and you think you're non-binary, or you are, not think, you are non-binary. Why the fuck are you putting on suits and ties and shit if you're non-binary? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you going with masculine clothing if you're non-binary, and vice versa? Why are you going with feminine clothing if you're non-binary? Let's go with gender fluid clothing. It exists. Get some baggy sweatpants and a baggy sweatshirt. Wear some track outfits. Just go gender neutral since you're non-binary. You know what I'm saying? Like asexual people. Oh no, I'm asexual and I'm not really attracted to male or females. But then you catch them looking at the woman with the fat ass. Or the dude with the fucking 8-pack and just ripped, walking around shirtless in Florida. It's like, but you're asexual, so why the fuck are you looking? And then it's just, well, I mean, they're flunking it. Why not look? If you're not attracted to male or females, there's no point in looking at male or females. Alright. And I mean, like, you know, when they're looking, like when they're staring, their eyes go up and down, you know? Because they're checking this person out. Why are you doing that? That's always been like a disconnect for me. But like, those two. Like, non-binary and asexuals. It's like, it doesn't make sense. Just admit that you like chicks. Or that you like dudes. If you're a dude and you like dudes, just admit it. If you're a chick, you like chicks, just admit it. Alright? If you're bisexual, then you're bisexual. You just admit it. Stop being like, oh, I'm asexual because no. Alright. If you like wearing dresses and heels and painting your nails and putting on fucking wigs, alright, and being a frilly princess, most likely you just want to be a chick. Admit it. Alright. That's my problem with it. Alright? Because I've never met a true non-binary person or a true asexual person who throughout all their shit actually pushed the whole fact that, yeah, they cool, I'm not interested. Yeah, that dress is beautiful. And that suit is awesome. But I don't want to wear it because it's just not me. And because I've never seen a person like that, a truly gender neutral person, in a true asexual, whenever I see or hear people talk about being non-binary and asexual, I always look at that with a bit of, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, prayers out to that nigga gone, man. I hope life stops kicking him when he's down. I hope he's able to get his shit together and come out on the other side stronger for it. And if Gunn becomes Gunn, man, I'm all behind it. I support him. Alright. Because at the end of the day, man, I can say that dude be my nigga. Alright. I'm not gonna lie to you, like some of my dark times, his shit helped me out. It was the funny, it was the introspective, it was the serious talk I needed at that moment for me to like refocus my shit, you know? And I'll be damned if he's helped me through a lot of my hard times. Alright. And then I'm not willing to non-binary, unsubscribe, unlike. I'll be damned. Alright. But I did want to talk about it. I did want to talk about it. Just like I said, man, shouts out to Gum. I hope everything works out for him. Alright. Her. Them. You know. I hope he stays healthy, you know. I hope he's able to get on the other side of this. You know. Because he's one of the few, like, real inspirations I have for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Right, you know, like, for real, like, Gum's a very big inspiration for me. Right? He was the one who let me know that, oh yeah, you can be crazy and make this shit work. Alright, if he can make it work, I can make it work. I can stop coming with all these excuses and just do it. Alright. So yeah, man. This was less of a fucking episode and more of a slight rant/talk about my jumbled up feelings on specifically, because let me rephrase this. What I'm truly worried about is Gom's mental, right? Being put into a psych ward 3 times is not a good thing, right? Because from a hood perspective, if your nigga just got locked up 3 times and was able to come home, first of all, that nigga's a rat. Fucking X that nigga out your group. But second, shit's about to get a lot worse. If he's not a rat, them niggas are building a case against him. You might be indicted. Or someone's gonna fucking kill him, right? Like, his life is fucking over, basically. I'm talking about, like, you know, months. Like, you know, you just spent, like, if every 2 to 3 months he gets locked up, he's done. He's through. The feds are watching. The county is watching. His shit is tapped. He is a high-profile target. It's over. All right, it's over. All right, for that nigga. All right, that's a hood perspective. So hearing that, like, in fucking 2 to 4, 5 months, 6 months or some shit. He's been to a psych ward 3 times. To me, it's heartbreaking. All right. Now, a psych ward isn't jail. It's not prison. All right. But a psych ward, like a psych ward, it can fuck you up in ways prison and jail can't. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that his mental stays strong. You know. All right. I'm glad he was able to, like, crush the suicidal thoughts. All right. I'm glad about that because I don't think I can go through another one, man. Alright, I don't think I can. That shit. So like I said, that's what it is. I hope he's able to pull himself through this and that mentally he becomes stronger. And he's able to get the help that he needs from therapists, psychiatrists, you know, the medication that helps him be a functioning crazy. Alright? Because a lot of shit happening with him to me is like it's a true horror story. Alright? Like, it's a real horror story. Like, Like, to me, that is just as frightening as having a homie or a friend who was in and out of jail, who was in and out of prison. All right, because I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at Gum like a brother, and I'm thinking about my brothers in that situation, and that's why I'm like, that is just, or me. I'm thinking about me in that situation. And that's just nerve-wracking. So yeah, man, a heart out for that nigga. I'm praying for him. You know, I hope everything works out. You know, I hope you know he pulls through this dark time, and he becomes stronger, better. You know, that he improves. Because honestly, I can't imagine like YouTube without that, you know. It's like if cartoons or Delirious or Corey just like faded off of YouTube, like I can't imagine it. I'm not, and I know that Gum isn't as big as cartoons, Delirious, or Corey Kenshin. Alright. But, to me, that's how big Gum is. It would be a huge void. Alright? So that's why I hope he's able to pull through these dark times to get everything right, you know. So yeah, man, prayers are gone. I hope everything works out. And you know, I'll support, man. Right now, I'm not in the best financial situation. When I am, you know, I'll be happy. I'll be glad to support that. So yeah, man, this is D.W.G Gaming with Slick Block Mafia. On a slightly heavy note. I hope you enjoyed the episode. You know, I hope my ramblings weren't too much, right? And yeah, leave a like and comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, or just how wrong I am. You know, I'm not very politically correct. I don't try to be. I have very basic views on shit. You know, a lot of people who grow up in the hood have very basic views on shit. You know, you can only see so much shit before certain things on social media just looks funny and goofy, you know? Alright? I'm very understanding of the whole male in the female body, female in the male body plight. Which is part of the reason why I gave the analogy. If you were sucked into a video game as your created character, and they weren't your actual gender, or they weren't the gender that you associate yourself with, could you handle that? You know? Like, I couldn't. That's why I make male characters. That's why I've only portrayed myself as a dude. Alright? Shoot. I've always been a dude. Past lives, this life, and I'll be a dude in the next life. And if I'm not, well, I'll deal with it then. That's just how I look at shit, man. Love who you love. Be interested in what you're interested in. Just be true to yourself. You know, that's all that really matters, man. Be happy. Be true to yourself. Love yourself. At the end of the day, I don't know why people stopped doing that. Maybe because society at some point put views and shit that made it hard for people to be honest. But I do feel like we're going in the right direction. You know, with being honest with who you are. I just wish we could get back to the being happy with who we are. And loving who we are. Once we get back to that, I feel like everything will just work out. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's how I feel. So yeah, man. This is D.W.G Gamer with Slick Block Mafia. Subscribe to join Slick Block. You know? My best wishes for Gom and his family. Or girlfriend and dog. You know, I hope like all this works out. Like I said, you know, he's a big inspiration for me. Anyway, Slick Block, I'm out. Peace. Subscribe to join Slick Block.